Yeah, can you guys hear me? Good afternoon, everyone. This is Vasu Deshpande from Easylib. There are certain changes to the Microsoft Teams, so that's why I'm not able to see who all have joined the call. Let me see if there is any way. Attendee watching the event. It says only watching the event. It's not giving the option to see who all have joined and also let them ask the questions. So anyway, my request to all of you, those of you who are on the call and have any questions, kindly post the questions onto the notes section, in the chat, and then we should be able to answer those. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me share my screen. Okay, I hope everybody is able to see this. Shama, can you confirm you can hear me as well as see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think we can get started. This is the first time we are using the new Microsoft Teams software for this webinar. So we are still getting used to it. So let's get started anyway. Okay. So yeah, about 10 people are expected to join, and we will take this about an hour. We'll give the complete demonstration of the software. Then we will have question answer sessions. Okay. So basically, as you see, right, Easylib Software is stands for Entire Automation System for Libraries. Okay. Now, it was originally developed for the libraries alone. Now we have extended it to cover the entire campus ERP also. So many times you will see here a name Easy1, wherein where Easy1 is used for entire automation system for your entire organization. So that's the definition of Easy1 software. So what I'm going to show over here is a combination of Easy1 as well as Easylib software, which is helping you run your entire library very professionally. Okay. All right, let's get started. So basically, when you become a customer of Easylib, you will get a URL. Okay, so easyspl82.easylib.net. This is one of our custom. Okay, so this is one of our links. Okay, so let's say let's move to go to the test.easylib.net. That's one of our other sites that we have got. So some of our customers, herlibrary.com, that's one of our customers. Okay, you are able to see their site. Okay, let's go to mgrdpru.easylib.net. That is Mahatma Gandhi Rural Development and Panchayat Raj University. You are seeing their site. So basically, each of the customers, when you become our customers, you get a URL. Okay. So the major advantage with Easylib is that it is a completely cloud-based software. So that means that you don't have to worry about servers and all that thing. So the entire servers are all maintained at our end. We take the daily backup. We monitor the server. We monitor the software. We give you the training as and when you require. We make sure that you are able to focus on your core librarianship activities without having to worry about system administration tasks. So what do you mean by system administration tasks? procuring the servers, maintaining the server, connecting the air condition, network, firewall, security, static IP, daily backups, disaster preparedness, disaster recovery. Okay. All of the DR exercise. See, these are all different things come under the system administration activities. So our goal is that as a librarian, you should have enough time to focus on your core activities. So that's why we have now launched only the primary offering from our end is the cloud version. Okay. So earlier you used to have the desktop version, but no longer it's not available now. It's fully cloud. So when you become a customer, within a day or two, you will get a link like this. Okay, your college name.easylib.net, or if you want a different URL, we can definitely give you that as well. The entire backend is all managed by Easylib. Okay, so just a little bit background about Easylib. We started this company about 20 plus years ago. We experimented with writing different softwares, okay, for different domains, including the hotels, rice mills, financial applications, the colleges, the complete ERP. And out of all those, the one that really the market supported at that time was the library one. So since then, we are now a software company which is focusing on the library. And then now we have expanded back into the main area that includes all those other things, including the campus ERP administration, academic administration, the learning management system, examinations, the attendance, transportation, inventory management, event management, the service desk, customer service, sales desk, financial management, accounting, and many. So that means when you come to Easylib, when you become a customer of Easylib, you are not just getting the software which is required for managing your traditional library. Okay, the traditional library has been related to maintaining the student data, maintaining the catalog, issue, return, renewal, OPAC, periodicals, and so on. Whereas the new library comes with expectations that you are maintaining all your digital contents, you are thoroughly managing your footfall to the library, you are having enough tools to analyze your usage levels, you are able to modify and then update your OPAC, you are able to keep in touch with your students on a regular basis, you are able to send them SMS or an email through the software. Students are getting enough reminders over there. You are conducting the events for your library. As a chief information officer, you have every information, including the inventory in your college at your fingertips. Your historical documentation is all at the at the custody of the library and many more. So that way, when you become customer of Easylib, right, you are not just getting one solo software which is helping you manage the physical library alone. You are getting the entire world over here, wherein all the things, whatever I explained, physical library, digital library, visitor management, event management, and many, many more things can be handled in Easylib. So that is the beauty of Easylib software. Okay. Now, how did we develop Easylib software? So first, thanks to all of you. So we are a Bangalore-based company, and the team members who are working in Easylib, right? They're all from, much of them are from Karnataka or other parts of the India, right? So over the years, nearly 200 plus people have worked in Easylib. Now many of them are working in top companies, global companies. And as far as us founders are concerned, we have had experience in almost like 6 continents, different continents, working with about 20 different customers. We have tried to bring in all the best practices into Easylib software. So that is the professionalism we are trying to bring into Easylib. Okay. So, all right. So now let me go back to the test.easylib or espl.easylib. They interchangeably are used. So now when you become a customer, right, you get this URL and the logo over here, the college name, how it looks over here, the OPAC, right? See, I am now logged into test instance of Easylib. So I am seeing here empowering institutions, campus ERP simplified, Easylib events, and so on. Whereas if I go to Mahatma Gandhi MGPR University, it's looking different here, right? Whereas on the other hand, when I go to the Devarajaras, the medical college, it's looking slightly different. How is it possible? You librarians have capability to modify the OPAC, online public access catalog, the way you want in Easylib. So you don't have to depend on system administration and the Easylib team to do every small changes. You can pretty much do the things on your own and then keep the website up to date and informative for the students. So this is the OPAC over here. So now if you see here, even the security aspect is closely, different options are provided here. See, when I log in over here, Devarajaras, it's an open access over here, right? So you can go and search the books that I've got over there. So if I put anatomy over here, it's going to search on the anatomy, title, author, everything it's going to search. But if you just want to search only on the title as anatomy, you can just put as the title as anatomy and you can search. With or without, you can search. It's going to show all the anatomy books in Devaraja's library. And okay, and so simple BD Cherosius human anatomy and different books over here. So you can search the branch filter. So normal search conditions you have got over here. So a lot of them. If I click on this, it's going to show how many copies you have got, whether they have been issued to somebody or not, where are they available, what is the location. You can check the availability. If you happen to have a relationship with other libraries, you can allow them to request a book here. So by default, when you become a customer of Easylib, right, you're already able to share your resources with your partner libraries. That's the beauty of Easylib software. Okay, so now let me go back to our main search, and then search it over here. Okay, so now here there are quite a few other things that you are seeing here. Physical collections. This is the all books list over here. Quick search over here. Main search. New arrivals that have come in the library in the last 100 days, 1,000 days, and so on. Okay, so all of these are available as a part of this physical collections. And the search bar in our test one, I had put it over here, whereas in the Mahatma Gandhi University, right, it's right at the top here. And even in the SDUHER, it's at the top here. So because I had searched on the one particular book, right, it is showing all these details over here. So now let's see the mark part, right? So I know all of you are familiar with the mark over here. Or I can take a separate session in the mark. Mark basically helps you manage your catalog in the standards provided as per the international standards, and you will be able to share the data with other libraries. Okay, so Easylib by default is compliant with mark, RDA, as well as Dublin core. You can configure the way you want. If you wish to come up with your own library standards, no problem. Even it can be configured for that as well. Okay, there are a couple of other items, related physical items, related digital material items. What it means is that when you have a book, if there are some certain digital copies available with that, you can link within Easylib, right? So that's another advantage. Okay, so Easylib integrates both physical library and digital library on one single platform. So you don't need two different softwares like DSpace or another software for digital library, because everything is single software providing all those features. Okay, so now let me go back to our main one here. So let me log out here. So that way I can show it from the beginning. Okay. All right, what do these all mean? Again, this is completely configurable over here. So student function, event registration, member ID, all the different things, discovery collections, and all that. Okay. So now the replica of the same is over here, what you are seeing in the shortcut. OPAC, we saw periodicals, what all you have subscribed over in the library. And for each subscription, what are the journals, what are the issues, volumes you have got, all the details are available in that particular periodical. So nearly 15,000, sample data is loaded. I need to tell you, see what we have done in Easylib, we have built enough test data in our system so that it looks as if it's a real library for you. So if you see here, right, we saw something like the test data has got nearly 90,000 books, 95,000 books we have loaded here. And you can see the response is pretty fast, right? 95,000 within a second, you are getting the response. So if you have a library of 50,000, 60,000, no issues. It's much easily usable. Okay. So now coming to the digital portions. So here in this digital portion, E means all your ebooks can be listed over here, searched here. Okay. So here you can put what are the most used ebooks. Okay. And what are the recently updated books and all that you can see. You can also see them by type, ebook by type. How many question papers, theses, handbooks, newspaper clippings, all of them available here. So you have both options here. Either you can upload the copy or link it somewhere else. Okay. If you happen to load that particular book somewhere else, you can link that. Okay. Web publishing design. So, some sample question paper, you have loaded it here somewhere else. Either you can upload the PDF copy within Easylib or give the link. Okay. So that way, innumerable number of videos also you can upload in Easylib software. Okay. So your digital library can be complete full digital library, including your question papers, theses, your faculty publications, your own articles, student project reports, internship reports, awards that you have got, past photographies, videographies, yearbooks, anything that is available and need to be preserved, you can store in the digital format in Easylib. Okay, so that's the digital library here. So there are quite a few other public things over here. Okay, so OP stands for own publication that you have got. Some of it are expecting the login, so that's why it didn't open. Okay, you have a separate one link for the question papers and all that. So this is the basic library management. But now, okay, only the student part. So now going forward, the role of librarians is dramatically changing actually. So one of the things is that event management. Many libraries in the world today arrange lots of events. So now the question is, are you arranging sufficient events from your library? Is the software that you are having already, is it supporting the event management, right? If your software is not supporting, probably you should get Easylib. Okay, because Easylib comes with event management facility. There is no separate charge for that. It's a part of the basic Easylib software itself. In fact, those of you who registered for the webinar today, you have registered on Easylib instance itself. Okay, so you put your name, member ID, phone number, and all that, event name, today's event. Tomorrow we conduct another workshop or webinar. It's going to list over there. As simple as that, right? So the events over here. Then database display board. So what you can do is you can build a beautiful PowerPoint presentation of what all you have got in the library, and then upload it over here. The students will be able to log in and see that. Okay, now when we are talking about the student login, why don't I try login as a student here? Okay, again, so I click on it. So I can either log in as with my ID password, okay, or I can log in as with my own email ID. So right now I remember my ID password. I'm going to put it as a student, or otherwise you can ask the students to even log in with OTP received on email also. They can just put their email ID and it will send an OTP. They can log in. So now I have logged in over here. So once the student has logged in, he can see the quick access, change the personal information and all that. My library, what all books I have borrowed, when did I borrow, okay, what are the books I requested which are not in the library I want, what are my favorites, my fine on the books, in-out history, okay, the circulation history, all of that can be seen over in the software. Okay, so for each of the students, we are providing so much of facility. In addition to that, there are many other features. My studies, Easylib also comes with a built-in learning management system. So again, you don't have to pay separate for that. So now I log in to Easylib. I as a student. So I am a Easylib application user. By the way, all our customers have been enrolled as a student in Easylib courses. So now here I am enrolled in as a Easylib application user course. So now if I click on this course, I see within this particular course, what are the subjects I need to study. One of the subject is, let's say 8.4 Easylib, this one. Okay. So now I click on this, what are the sessions in that? So now these are the 12, 15 sessions. If I click on this one, there are so many other sessions here. If I click on this, there are, okay, nothing is added. So now basically what you can do is you can click on this. You are going to see that particular sessions here. When you click on that session, you will be able to see the session material, what all session materials are available. Okay. So now say, for example, if I click on the circulation, there are 6 videos uploaded. If I click on one of the circulation customized report, it's going to show that particular video for you. Okay. So you are seeing, hearing Priya's voice, who has recorded this video. Okay. So now, basically what we have done is, we have made it very easy for you to learn easily. Okay. So now, similarly, if you want to, if the library wants to take the responsibility of providing all contents in an organized way, very organized way to all your students, you can give it. I don't think there is any other software which is as powerful as Easylib, which is really helping you give personalized service to each of the students the way Easylib helps you to give. Here, basically what you are doing, you are enrolling each of the students into a particular grade section, and for each class grade, you are working with the professors to see what all materials you want to provide to the students and linking it within Easylib. So Easylib really makes the student's life easier. Okay, and apart from that, the entire history is available. So if a student joins over in the BCom first year, BCom first semester, second semester, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So even when he goes to the sixth semester, he can click on the first semester book and refer that also. So that kind of power is available in Easylib. Okay. So now there is one more trend that we are seeing in the libraries, right? In the worldwide libraries, what they want is personalized attention to each of the student. So if I am a student, I need some help. Right now, what happens if the library or the college is not thoroughly automated, right? You basically go, you talk to somebody, the person says, okay, I'll handle it. And the person who has heard may forget and the students may forget. But in Easylib, you have the ability to give each of your students ability to open a service request. The moment a service request is opened, it gets tracked and it will not get closed automatically. The clock starts ticking. The students remember I have opened a ticket or a service request, and the person who has received, the librarian, can look at it, will act on it, and send the necessary information that the student has requested. And if it happens to something else, you can also assign to the other respective people in the organization. So basically what you are doing is you are making sure that your students are getting very personalized service from the library. Okay. So that is what is in the service desk. Students can see what all tickets I have opened, when did I open, what did I put over here, all of that they can see, and they will be able to see, what all is done towards that particular ticket. Somebody opened a ticket, what has been done? Is somebody working on it? If somebody has worked on it, it's going to see all that options. Who worked on it, when did they work, what is resolved, whether it's resolved or not, all of that you can see. So imagine this, you are treating each student as a very unique person whose attention, who has ability to request what he wants, and you are making sure that he gets it. So extraordinary high level of service you can give using Easylib software. So as simple as if I want a new ticket, I can just go over here and create a new ticket. Create a ticket. Please help me prepare for, let's say, one examination, competitive examination. Okay. He can put a request, submit it. The librarian can act on it. And if you think that somebody else need to help, you can move that ticket to that particular person over here. Okay. That's the service desk that we are talking about. Okay. There are many more features. Due to the paucity of the time, I'm not going to cover all of them, but we will have those demonstrations separately. Okay. So, all right. Now the student is logged in. So he is able to see, if I go down over here, you are able to see all the announcements that are made in the library, the useful links. Okay. Open University Library, National Digital Library of India. So many people have put so much of investment, right? So you can make sure that all of that is accessible from the Easylib. Let me close these extra videos over here, extra links here. So that way I'm at one page. Okay, I may have to re-log in, but at least I'll not have too many clutter here. Okay, so I'll close this ESPL 82, right? Okay. Okay, all right. I'm already logged in. The system is active. Okay, so now, okay, I go down here. There is a library timings mentioned. Okay, so this one, what is this over here? You are seeing BMJ, up to date, chat GPT. This is called federated search. So basically, when you put over here electronics, okay, and you click on the, let's say, what is that? IEEE Explore, electronics. It's going to give you the information with the title electronics in the IEEE site. So we are connecting through the APIs to the IEEE site and giving you the information in one single window. That's the beauty of Easylib. Okay. And we are working on integrating even this chat GPT also. Okay. Let me see one thing. Chat GPT. I am a student of the one college in Bangalore. I want to see what are the places to see in Bangalore. Okay. I'll say places to see in Bangalore I'm putting. and I'll put it as a chat GPT. It's going to connect it to the chat GPT and giving the answer to me. Okay, see, look at this. It's basically giving me the information from the chat GPT. So yeah, it's basically library as a single source of information for the student. And the library website should give the students whatever he wants. He doesn't have to search here, 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 here. No, just come to Easylib, get what you want. Okay, that's the integration with the chat GPT. All right, then there are other nature journal, IEEE Explore, Show the Ganga, and all that. Whoever has given API, we can import. We can integrate. Next, featured books. So as the new books come, you can add it and showcase here. E-newspaper, lot of newspapers that you have got. You click on it, you can link all your newspapers over here. It's a simple thing. Explore. If you want to build inquisitiveness in the students, right? You can prompt them. Okay. So somebody can search about a book about electronics, biology. If somebody searches on biology, it's going to list all the books related to the biology. Okay. Basically, what you are doing is you are prompting the students to search on something, okay, and prompting the student to read something. So if because this biology was listed, I clicked on biology, right? So all right. So now this is a dashboard. Multiple dashboards can be built over here. Nothing is hard coded in Easylib. It's all configurable. If Dr. Ranganathan were to walk into your library, what kind of score he is going to give for your library, you can also measure. So about books for our use, for your use, how can you quantify that? Every reader is her book. Every book its reader. Save the time of the users. Library is a growing organism. Can you quantify each of them? And you can quantify, you can add those measurements over here. And when the students or you log in, you are going to see the dashboard the way you have designed. So similarly, you can have different dashboards, including the Six Sigma related dashboard you can have. You can have, there was one, yeah, multiple proven dashboards you can have over here. Okay. All right. So now let me log out as a student. So now what I'm going to do, going to log in as a library staff. Again, so you simply click on librarian, login. Here you can put your again password and ID, or again librarian's email ID. It's going to allow you only the librarian access, or rather directly the librarian access. It's going to give. So now here you are seeing the librarian access. Okay. All right. So let me get started over here. Kshama. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So okay. So now let me get started here. Kshama. So let me come here. Go to the main module over here. Can you come here, Kshama?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So now this is the cataloging module that I have got over here. So here basically you are seeing all these modules related to the cataloging module in Easylib. Okay. We have kept the cataloging module very, very, very simple. In the background, it's all mark compliant. But for you, title is title, author is author, subject is subject, and so on. You don't have to remember the things like 100, 200, 245. No, that's not required. You know, it can all be done automatically. How do you do that? What we have done is that here there is a mark mapping is also available over here. I can show you somewhere. It's going to show the data in the mark format. Okay. So all right. Oh, yeah, here it is. If I click on mark view, it's going to show that particular book data in the mark format, 20A, ISBN 245A, title statement, and all that. So that way, exchanging the data with another library is also very simple because the data is already available in mark format. Okay. Again, there are multiple marks. Mark XML is there, Mark 21 is there. Easylib supports all of them. No issues. Okay. So now a few items that I'm going to cover in the cataloging. Very simple. So first, so there is one as per the FRBR standard, right? So first, very high level, you have got the idea, the book that has come. Then there is you are going to write a book that is going to be published. That book, once it is published, it has got an ISBN number and very specific information to related to the particular book, the title, author, volume, keyword, and all that thing. Okay, so this is basically the title related information. Okay, within the title, then you will have multiple copies over here. Okay, one title will have so many copies. What all the copies available here you have got. Okay, very simple. You have got one title, 10 copies. List all 10 copies. You have got another one, 20 copies, no issues, 20. Okay, here there is another view over here. So similarly, there is another view. Just a minute. Kshama. Okay, so all right. Here again, we see that. So now let's see here. If I put ISBN number over here, I click on it, it's going to get the data from the union catalog and show this, all the data. It's going to display in the yellow color here, whatever it has got. Okay, give me a minute. Just a minute. Let me check how many people we have got over here. 11 people. That's very good over here. Okay, good. So, all right, let me come back over here. So basically, here you have got the title, subtitle, all that is coming from the union catalog here. Okay. Next, Z39.5. What is this Z39.5? Basically, you can get the data from any library in the world. If you want to connect to the Library of Congress through the ISBN, you can do that. Through the title, you can do. If you want to search the books related to certain topics on Library of Congress, it's going to get the data and get the data. Oh, it's maybe our open library. Let's get it from there. It's going to get the data from there. And when you want to add it to your library, view the details over here. Okay, then import to your catalog. Directly, you can get the data from one of those libraries. It will give a temporary number, accession number. It will add directly into your accession register, TT1247. Then once you log in, you can give a regular accession number that you want over here. Okay. So, all right. So this is the Z39.5. Similarly, there are many more. Okay. Let me go into the accession, customized accession report here. Customized report here. So you can search your title, type, how many books you have got. Okay. Give me how many books within this range by author. Let's say, okay, Ramesh, written by Ramesh, how many books you have got? You have got 16 books. If you are interested in only places to see in Karnataka. So if you want to put title as Karnataka here, it's going to display all those books related to Karnataka alone, right? So basically, it's going to give you the data in different ways. You can search the data and see it over in Easylib. Okay. So this was one. There are other customized reports. Let me cover here. When you go to the catalog module here, you can see one more customized report here. So here you can search on books. So if I want to, okay, show me the books that are purchased in last 3 years. Okay. So you can go here. Last 3 year data you put. Let's say I'll put this 2022 data and search. It's going to get the data and display here. And now the beauty is that you have the ability to search the data the way you want. Through these different conditions you can search and condition you can put. And then what you can do is you can also get the books. When you are taking an output, right, you can choose only the fields that you want over here. All the data is listed here. So many, a few hundred books are listed here, 1500 of them. So you can say print here, Excel here. You can choose only the fields that you want here. Okay, and then it is going to neatly create an Excel and then give it for you. Okay, this is a simple cataloging I explained. So there is a title statistics. One of the things that the NAC wants, right, always is that, okay, show me the books by the subjects. In last 3 years, how many you procured? No issues. You just put the entry date over here and then list this. It's going to give the data by each subject. How many titles you have got? Total, how many copies you have got? What is the cost? What is the money you have spent on the library? Neatly by subject. Or if you want to buy different source, how much from the management fund, how much from the these AICT fund donations, no problem. You can get the data very easily over here. And you can simply click on export. It's going to give the data in an Excel format that you can simply open it and share it with whoever has asked. Okay. See, basically, NAC wants a report. AICT wants another format. VTU or your university will want in another format. Different organizations who are governing you want the data in a different format. So that's why what we have done in Easylib is that we have made the reporting very, very flexible for you. You can generate the report the way you want. Okay. So now this was the cataloging module. I can keep on going. Cataloging module itself will take about 2 hours. So I'm going to just cover and then move on to the next one. Maybe a few one, there is one data quality improvement. I should show you that. What are this data quality improvement? It says, many times in a hurry, you might have entered the spelling wrongly. You might have entered the title properly. Some authors you might have ignored. Okay, this data quality management is going to help you fix that data. It even has the ability to find out what's wrong in a particular entry by comparing the ISBN in your database against the master database. Okay, so that's another advantage over here. Okay, all right. So you will see here title cleanup, correction, correction, correction. So basically, it helps you make your data, really visible to the students and at the highest quality level here. Okay, all right. Now let me come to the student data. Student data, this is something which is common to both Campus ERP and Easylib. So once the data is entered in Easylib, Campus ERP also is simple extension of Easylib. Okay, you don't have to have any other software for Campus ERP because if you see here, right, pretty much, so many of them admissions is there, attendance is there, student information, staff information, exams, the timetable, placement, transport management, inventory management, service desk, sales desk, all of them are available over there. Okay, so let me come here. Okay, all right. So let me go to the next term, student master data, right? So here, student master data, you're basically seeing about 32,000 student data over here. Member list, again, customized search is available. Customized reporting is available over here. So I'm hearing a lot of echo. So I'm asking our team member to just close the door. I don't want to hear the echo there. So, okay, all right. So student master data, I can go here, see the member entry screen. If I put my ID, it's going to give details here. Okay, so you can see the name, address, phone number, all those details. Then there is the import facility here. If you want, all the data in Easylib can be imported from other sources. You simply give an Excel, okay, from wherever you have got. It could be from the university, it could be from your management, it could be from the internal list that you are maintaining. From wherever you have got, give the data, it will be imported into Easylib very, very, very easily. Okay. One moment. Okay, so now circulation. Let me go into the circulation model. So basically, if you want to issue a book, it's very simple. You just put the title, you just put the member ID, and you click on issue. And the book gets issued. That's all very simple. And the advantage is it's also linked with the emailing system. The moment a book is issued, automatically an email will go. Let me see if I have configured my email, it's going to show me that particular book also. I should get an email over here. Okay. All right. One moment. I need. ಆಮೇಲೆ. Okay, so let me see here. This is the circulation data here. Okay, so again, you can get the statistics here. So who all have borrowed the book, when did they borrow, and all that thing. Okay, circulation listing, current circulation listing, all. This is these are the books that are currently issued out of the library here. So many students have borrowed. Okay, you can click on SMS. If you have configured that SMS, each of the students will also get an SMS over here. Okay, so you can print, You can print an HTML format, put it onto the notice board. You can take an Excel report and then configure it the way you want. All of them you can do over here. Okay, that was the circulation part. Let me see here. Okay, good. We are having about 12 people here. That's wonderful here. So that was the circulation. Each of them, right? So you're seeing so many of them over here. So let me, it's a little warm over here. Let me open the door a little bit. Just a minute. Sorry. Okay, so let me go to the next module here. Okay, so the next module that I'm going to see here is periodicals. Let's go to the periodical module here. What is this periodical module? All the journals you have subscribed, you will be able to track it. Okay, how many periodicals you have subscribed? When did you subscribe? Each of the periodicals, you can define this periodical, and for each of the year, you will define the subscription. What date to what date, how much amount, which vendor is supplying you, all those details. Okay, so all of that is available. Then you can even do the automatic receivable also. What does this automatic receivable means is that, so basically there is the ABC of web technology. Okay, if I click on this, okay, now it has got this particular year. In this year, what all the volumes issues are there? Okay, so here volume number 1001, issue number 21256, all of that you don't have to manually enter. You can give the start date, end date, click a button, it is going to generate the entire list of receivables. That's another advantage of Easylib over here. Look at this now. For each of the module, we have got so deep over here, right? So how it will be possible? Interact with all of you, interact with the library science professional, bring in our own expertise, as well as we are studying a lot of the tenders worldwide. If I go over here, if you see, now look at my folder. And basically, there is a whole bunch of tenders we study every month from worldwide, actually. Okay. Lots of tender and RFP documents we study. And based on those, we define what all new things to be added in the Easylib and add that. All of these are tender documents here. Okay. So many RFP documents you are seeing here. Now, as you start using the application, if you want any more changes over here, anything that you want, any support, very simple, you just simply click on the support button. Okay. When you click on the support button, you get this list, and then you click on the new ticket, and then you will be able to open a ticket and request for a service here. Okay. All right. So this was the periodical. Periodical, let me show you one report, all serials list. If you want, if you want to see, okay, which of the periodicals has not been delivered. No issues. You can go here, put the subscription, PO number, bill number, and all that, or simply click on search. All the periodicals are listed here. If you see here, right, this particular ABC of web technology monthly journal, in this period, these many volumes issues have been received, these many have not been received. Simply what you can do is you can ask the vendor either to supply them or refund you $137. Okay. Effectively, when you use Easylib, you will also be able to save money actually, because you are going to cut a lot of these loopholes, reduce the inefficient things and all that thing. Okay. So that was periodicals. So now let me go here. Let me go to the digital libraries. That's the next part here. What is this digital library here? All your contents in the digital form you can put here. The way I explained earlier, the question papers, the theses, and all that thing. So you simply go to the ebook entry form, and here click on the digital library, ebook entry form, and Easylib brochures if we have entered here, or if on the ebooks, all the ebooks one by one, you can enter. See this the way you enter a book, right? In the catalog, you enter the ebook data in the Dublin Core Standard format, title, author, subject, publisher, and so on here. And what you can do is, if the book is with you, you just choose the file and upload that particular PPT or the PDF or the Word document or anything. And if it happens elsewhere, it is there, you can put the URL here. Okay. So either is available. So you can put it here in the OPAC. The students will be able to either click on the link and go to that site or open the PDF document. Okay. Then there is if you have got already the book somewhere else, what do you need to do? Simply there is an import facility also here. Here you can simply import this really. Okay, so you can import these books over here. Again, you can click on the screen. It's the import screen is going to be there, and then map the fields here. And what are the fields? Title, author, subject, anything as per this, you can map it and then import it. Or I can do the download template. This download template is going to give you the format in which you can give the data so that the import is easier. Otherwise, you just give what all information that you have got already, the title, author, the actual URL where this book is residing and all that, we will be able to import it for you. Okay, so next, all right. Okay, so this was the periodical. So sorry, the digital library portion. Let's see, there is an important one that is related to the visitor management. So visitor management, what it does, tracks how many people are in the library at this moment. Okay, so whenever somebody comes into the library, you can ask them to scan on the barcode scanner. They just scan over here and the entry gets made over here. Otherwise, they can simply enter this and hit enter, and it enters that, okay, Vasu entered the office at 3:50, or he entered the library at this time. When he goes out, again, you click on it, it will make an out entry. So anytime you can go back to the same visitor module screen, you can see, okay, what is the statistics? How many people have been coming in? How many, So this one is telling today, Lohit came at this time, left at this time. Shama entered this time, going at this time. So all that you can be able to see here. Okay. So now there is in-out complete report. So that's another report that's available over here. So basically what it displays is that this particular date, this member ID, what time he came, how much time he spent. One of the things that the NAC wants, right? How many people are coming to the library every day? What is the average number of hours they are spending in the library? All of that, if you want, easily makes the job very, very easy for you. There is an import facility also, because if you have got already something like a biometric reader, that data from the biometric can come to Easylib directly real time if they are ready to call API. Just say, for example, if you have got an RFID, no issues. Easylib has a very simple RFID integration system already built in. So the moment a student comes in, the RFID gate reader will send a message to the Easylib saying that so-and-so student entered. So you are able to keep a direct view, see a direct view of how many students are in the library at this moment. Okay, so through the RFID or manual entry, or if you happen to use those biometric scanners, they should call the API. Or some of the libraries, what they do is they use this import facility here. Okay, in-out data import, because some library room may have the manual in-out entry, or you have already that the biometric thumb reader which is giving the data in an Excel format. No problem, get the data and import. It makes it very easy, because this is one of the things that NAC is very, very specific to know how many people are coming to the library every day. Okay, all right. So this is what is this? This is in-out management. Okay, all right. So now let me see what all I covered: cataloging, membership, circulation, periodicals, in-out management, digital library I covered. Let's cover this acquisitions part. What is this acquisitions part? That's related to the purchasing part. Okay. So now what we tell easily in summary provides the ability for the students and the faculty and the department to request what the books they want. You can prepare an RFP, request for a proposal. You can send to the vendors. Vendors will be able to log into Easylib directly. So why I am saying so, when you see here, right? So when I open Easylib, ESPL 82, new window I am opening here. Okay. See, login, you are seeing an option for even the vendors to log in, vendor login. Okay. So the vendor can log in, see all the quotations that you have called for. Okay, request for a proposal. So they will be able to log in, see the item that you want to buy, put the price against each of them until the last date. And on the last date, you will be able to open a screen and do a quotation compare here. Okay, quotation entry and comparison. If they have sent the data in Excel format, you can enter the data here and then create the quotation. Or if they have directly entered into the system, you'll be able to generate directly the quotation report here itself. So that's the advantage of Easylib. If you use effectively Easylib, whatever amount you are paying, you will be able to, most likely you will be able to save that much money by simple usage of this quotation comparison screen alone. Okay. So that is the equations part. All right. There are many other things that are associated with the thing. Say we are talking about the students being able to open a ticket. So that module is in the service desk. So this service desk tells which of the student has opened a ticket what time. So these are all the tickets that we opened ourselves. Whenever I need something changes to be done easily, I open a ticket here. Okay. Similarly, the students can open the ticket here. And look at this. There are so many of them here. So you will be able to literally run a very thorough service organization, service focused organization at your institute. Okay. All right. Now there is a sales desk. Sales desk is here in Easylib. We call it a sales desk because we use to track the sales activities that you have got. But when it comes to the education institute, you can track who are the potential students, who is the counselor assigned, how often the counselor has been speaking, and what is the result, whether the student has agreed to get the admission at your organization, and when is the next follow-up date. All of that you can track very easily in Easylib over here. So there's so many of the details here. I'm not going to go much in detail in this part. Okay. But I can tell you that you will be able to closely improve your admission percentage by effectively using this the sales module. Say, for example, here we have loaded the potential customers database. If I click on this, we get to see who are the people in the organization. All of this is built over the time. Similarly, you can build a very good repository of your potential students and make sure that your students counts increase year on a year basis. Okay. So let me close that. There is a finance module. Finance module, what it does, the complete chart of accounts is what's going to provide. Okay. So, see here, cash on hand, cash and equivalent, taxes, bank account. These are all our real data actually. So we use the Easylib to manage our own finances, right? So till now we were using this Tally and other applications, but now it's all integrated within Easylib. So when you become a customer, you get all these features. You can literally run your organization end to end using our software. So again, these are all the different things, including these chart of accounts, bank transactions, bank reconciliation, generation of income statement, there's a profit and loss statement, there is a balance sheet, there's a trial balance. You name it as what is required in the accounts, it's all in this. Okay. So let me go into the other areas here. So let me go to the inventory part. Why I'm going to this inventory part? Because the moment the library name that is changed, which was earlier called library alone, now it is library and information center. That means any information pertaining to the organization, most likely the librarian should be the owner of that. So now let's take this. Earlier only the books were there. Then the digital items got added. Right? Now, what about the other items that are in the college? The furniture, the computers, these electronics items, all of that can be easily tracked within Easylib Easy One software. Whether the library does it or somebody else assigned in the organization does it. That's up to each of the organization. But Easylib is an integrated package which will help you manage all your electronic and physical items within one software. Okay, so that way all of your students, all of your faculty, the librarian, the students, even the principal management will get their respective IDs and they will be able to log in. And when they log in, they will get to see only the modules that the system administrator has given access. Say, for example, librarian can see only the librarian related functions. Okay, so let's say the circulation librarian can see only the circulation, issue, return, those kind of things. Cataloging librarian can see only the catalog part. In out, in note 1. And if it happens to be, let's say, the system administrator, he can see only the system administration parts, right? And the principal can probably want to see the reports parts, right? So you can define the roles and give access to each of the profile for, what all library is accessible for. Look at this. There are total 35 models that we have got. Okay. How many fee collection staff? Is interested in only the fee collection module. Okay. Principal, many more modules. Barcode printing person. He is interested only in the barcode module. Okay. So that way you can govern the security. When we are in the barcode, let me show that. Okay. Easylib allows you to easily print the barcodes. So you can choose any of the barcode formats you want. You put that, your name. And if you want it for accession number, you put the accession number range. And if you want the call number at the bottom, you put it and click on generate barcodes. It's going to generate the barcode for you. Then we also supply A4 size pre-cut labels. That means you can order these sheets from us, put it into normal A4 size printing paper, right? Printer, and take a print and just peel it and paste it. Very less expensive. At the same time, very easy to operate. Similarly, the ID cards. You can also print the ID card. So you can see this, right? My ID card. Again, you can print it in Easylib. Very simple. So now, for example, one sample customer's data I'm taking. Okay. And I'll put, let's say, SPL 0101, I'll say SPL 0130. Okay. I click on it. It's going to display the data. So AJ instead of management. Okay. Sidhu HC. His photo, if it is there, it will come here. Library rules. AJ instead of management, his phone number, all that thing. Okay. So, yeah. Again, you can configure it the way you want. Say, for example, if you wanted another format, there are so many of the formats. Yeah, you get this. If you see here, it's horizontal one, correct? ID cards and barcodes you are printing here. So, all right, let me go to the next one. Okay. So similarly, let's see, what is the time now? 4:01. Let me take a pause for a minute, see if there are any questions over here. Any questions? Could you kindly post the question there? Okay, let's see if there are any questions here. Open to questions. Okay, let me post it here. Okay, so this is the first time you're using this new Microsoft Teams, so I'm not sure whether the chat is enabled for everybody, but you try to ask the questions. Okay, yeah. Let me go back here. Okay, so we are back again to the main menu of Easylib. So we covered basically all the functions of what is used by the library. Now let me go into the event management part. You have the ability to conduct a lot of events. Even today's events, you all have registered over here. You are able to, we as administrator, we are able to see who all have registered for what all events. And again, you'll be able to download the certificates also. Say, for example, Nagendra, okay, or Raghavendra Adki. So they'll be able to put their ID, they'll be able to get an OTP, and they'll be able to download the certificate directly when they log in. Our team member Kshama will help you. Similarly, from library, you can conduct a lot of events. This module is already included for you. Okay, so let me go on here. So I'm just trying to cover only the portions related to the libraries. Dashboard and metrics. Let's go over here. So student in balance scorecard, Dr. Ranganathan dashboard, purchase dashboard, student information dashboard, different dashboards you can define. You can add these particular the parameters and dynamically the data is obtained. Say, for example, if I click on balance scorecard, it has got financial perspective, systems, user perspective, learning, customs, and all that thing. And it's going to get the live data, real-time data, display it for you here. Okay. So that's dashboard. So I'll skip. Then in out we covered. Admissions enrollment we'll cover in a different session altogether. I'm going to skip this. Course results. This is again a smaller version of the learning management, wherein you are going to list out the courses by each. For each course, you are going to list out what are the books that the students need to study. So that's what is the course reserve. That facility is already there in Easylib. Okay. All right. Learning management, we covered when we log in. So again, how do you enter the data in the course, different courses, different sessions, different materials, all of that you can enter here. Okay. So, um, last, the display board. What does it mean? You can build a PowerPoint presentation, upload into Easylib. It's going to display all those in a one by one, one by one. So welcome to the library. Okay. So it can be as simple as welcome to the library. Library rules and regulations. How many books you can borrow, new arrivals, all of them you can put it, and Easylib is going to display one by one over here. So this is the display board module here. Then when I go down here, then there is a GRC. That's another new one that has come here. So now the regulations and the government expectations are quite high. Easylib helps you define what are the rules and regulations you need to follow and making sure that you follow them meticulously without fail. So that is this module over here. So many of the US libraries already have a requirement for the GRC module in the Easylib. Okay, that's why we have already added over here in Easylib here. Okay, so let's see here. What all? OPAC analytics. So analytics, this one tells you how many people have logged into the library. Okay, every day how many people log in? Today 36 people, yesterday 15 people, day before yesterday 15 people. So these many people are logging to the library OPAC. Okay, so you are able to get okay, show me that the individual data, what time they logged in, when did they log in, from what IP address, how long they spent in the library, times they spent in the library, all of that you can get. You can also get what are books are requested in the OPAC, what are the OPAC search reports. That's also another interesting thing. Say for example, today I just searched on the biology, right? So it searched in the biology, it says that okay, ESPL 0108 search for biology and 235 items were listed. Imagine this, somebody searched on one particular book. I think one Chavi Parik, she searched on one title, Who Will Cry When I Die, right? That book was not found in the library. So now as a librarian, you can call Chavi Parik and ask, Madam, dear student, you wanted this particular book. It is not in the library, but do you want us to procure it for you? So basically, you are giving again a personalized service to the student here. Okay, so these are the partner libraries. You are paying a lot of money to these different external sites, right? IEEE, British Medical Journal, and those people. Easylib clearly tracks which all are being accessed from the Easylib software. Okay, so that way you can validate whether the subscription is justified and how much justification is the subscribing it. Okay, let me go back to the OPAC again. Okay, OPAC analytics we saw. Here also you can update all these features, right? Notes, explore, we saw, right? All of these can be updated in Easylib itself directly. The library timings, the social profiles, partner libraries, everything is whatever is updated is visible in the outside. Okay, my profile basically that is related to each of you, your system login, how often you have logged in, password, and all that. In future, you are going to enable the OTP also. So the moment you try to log in addition to the ID password, it's going to ask the OTP, and you need to put that OTP. So that's a part of the security related improvements coming up. See, if you see here, right, many of the screens you are seeing the URL is also encrypted now, right? So only the portions that are accessible from outside without logging in are not encrypted, but otherwise everything else is encrypted. So it makes sure that your site is more secure. So even if you click on this, right, here you are seeing connection is secure over here, right? So yeah, these are part of the regular security practices that we follow. Then there is a project management and transport management, inventory management that's related to how many chairs, tables that you have got, everything is managed here. Then study group formation, donor, alumni management. Because today nearly 20,000 crores of rupees is spent by corporates on this corporate social responsibility. So that means effectively, if the librarians send a proposal for your library, most likely you may be able to get the funds from the companies. So Easylib helps you track which companies, which alumni, where are they, can they help your organization? All that you can track in Easylib. Okay. So database management, that's our internal one. SQL and other things, right? So Easylib has got a lot of reports, but if there are any reports that are not in Easylib, but that you still want, Easylib helps you generate those even dynamically also. Okay. There is a batch processing. That means the nightly the jobs will run and they'll send a regular message. Okay. Say, for example, if you want to schedule a happy birthday message from library, you can configure it in Easylib, right? So every day that particular the job will run, finds out whose all birthday is that day, and to that student it will send a message saying that, dear student, so and so college library wishes you a very happy birthday, and these are the 10 books that you have read in last year, and maybe you read more this year, or these are the new arrivals. Whatever information you want to add to that particular message template, you can add it, and the message gets sent. That is the batch processing here. Security we just covered, templates and all these are some of these templates. That's if you want to regularly communicate with the students, you can also maintain the templates and then use the templates while sending the message. Okay. So overall, Easylib is a very exhaustive application for your library. Not only exhaustive, it's very forward looking. Many times the software will do, if your requirements are this much, software will do this much. There is a lot of gap. That is a common practice. But in Easylib, through the study of hundreds of requests for proposal from worldwide libraries, talking to hundreds of librarians, many library professors, lot of brainstorming. What we have done is, if your requirements are here, Easylib software has got so many extra features here. That way, over the period, most likely when you want to do use something, need something, Easylib already has it. Okay, so that's what we have tried to build in Easylib for you. Easylib stands for primarily three things: superior product. The product should be class. It should have lots of features that you require. Second is reliable support. Support, reliable support. When you need a support, you simply click on support. It's going to help you open a ticket. You open a ticket, and or you can see your past tickets that you have opened, right? And when you open a ticket, one of our team members will call you and then provide you the service. And the third one we have got is continuous innovation. That's our goal here, right? So if you see here at your tickets, our Easylib internal tickets, you will see so many enhancements requests over here. You know how many 968 enhancements requests were opened when we were giving the demonstration. So the customer wanted something, we'll add it here. When do we do it? Whether it's going to be a paid release or it's going to be a complimentary one, that's all second part. But first, we want to make sure that any idea doesn't get forgotten. It gets added. Say, for example, integrate ESSL biometric with Easy1, right? You please speak to so and so. Provide drop down on the authors in XHN register. When trying to export Excel, I get sorry. So how do we solve that? So this is the, this is our internal one. Similarly, you can open your tickets and those tickets will get addressed by our team. Okay. So this can tell you how many tickets have been opened. By the way, just in terms of the statistics, the number of customers we have got in Easylib exceeds over nearly 700 right now. Out of them, nearly 225 are using our cloud version of the software, what I have showed you right now. And if about 300 of them still use our older version, many of them gradually upgrading to the newer version of Easylib, right? And the number of tickets that we have solved in last 8 years has been nearly 12,000 tickets opened by our customers and nearly 5,000 tickets opened by our own development team on the enhancements. So, and that tells how we track every activity, every enhancement, and try to pay you the closest attention for you. And as a whole, easily I can guarantee you the cost of ownership, the total cost of ownership is the least in for Easylib. Why I say so? When you get Easylib, for one price, you get the software, server for you, server maintenance. We got the regular upgrades happening to the software. Then we have got daily backups, security mechanism, threat prevention, disaster recovery. All of them are included in one price. Our pricing is very simple. It comes to less than 100 rupees per student per year, which is a very small fraction of the investment that the parents put on their students. So we find that 100 rupees the institution putting is definitely can do a lot of wonders for you and justify the investment, right? And in terms of the pricing, just roughly it comes to about 40,000 rupees for the first library staff, and every additional library staff 20,000. That's how the annual price goes. So this is the completely subscription model. When you become a subscriber of Easylib, within 1 or 2 days, you get the instance created for you. Within next few days, your entire data gets loaded. Then we give you a crash course of training on how to get started with the Easylib. So in about a week's time, or maybe maximum 2 weeks, you'll be up and running, right? And nearly 98% of our customers renew Easylib services year after year. We have got some of the customers who are more than 20 years happily using our software. So we love to have you as one of our customers. Definitely. And entire team over here is eager to serve you. Let me see if there are any questions. Okay, I don't see questions here. So what I would suggest is that when you have got any questions, so you can either send it to my ID, or you can send to sales@easylib.net or related to the sales related questions. And if you happen to be already a customer of Easylib, and then either you can open a ticket, and if you need additional help, you can simply write to support.easylib.net. Okay, so that's about the Easylib demonstration for you, all of you. Thank you very much for joining in, and then we love to have you as our customer. So I don't see the questions over here. We'll do
Excuse me,
speak to
sir.
some of you. Yes, go ahead, madam.
Sir, this is me, Sahana. Actually, there are two questions in the QA section.
Oh,
Can you
great.
please
Go
check it
ahead.
out?
Yes, I can't see them. Oh,
Yeah,
great.
there are two
Please tell about
questions.
RFID integration. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So please tell about RFID integration. Wonderful. So very good question. Thank you. Let me share my screen here. Okay. So, how it works RFID. So because we have varied number of people, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give a little bit background about the RFID and then go over in more detail. So basically RFID comes in multiple parts. Okay, so let me click on the RFID. So these are all the RFID tags that you see that we pasted to each of the book, that you pasted to each of the book. So that will cost about 12 rupees to 15 rupees and so on. There is a gate reader. Okay, so whenever you take the book which has the RFID pasted on through the gate reader will call Easylib and with the accession number. Easylib will validate whether this particular book is issued to somebody or not. If it is issued to somebody, it will send the flag saying that the book is issued to this particular gate. And the gate will display a green color light and then let the person take the book. If the book is not issued, Easylib will send a message to the gate reader saying that the book is not issued. So the gate reader will display red color light and also beep. Okay. So similarly, there is a RFID reader. So for issuing the books, right, you just scan this book. Again, when you scan this book, this one calls Easylib to tell that, okay, so and so book I have scanned. Okay. Then there is a drop box. So this drop box, so basically the students will come when they want to return the book, they just drop this book. The moment the book is dropped, this drop box will have an RFID reader. It will call again Easylib saying that the book has been returned. Easylib will go and mark this particular book as returned here. So how this integration is achieved is through what is called as the API. Okay. So I will go here. So these are all the different APIs here. Lookup user. If I click on this, if you see this kind of message here, this is what the RFID reader calls easily when the student comes and then places some 10 books and then his ID card onto the issue counter in the RFID. That counter is calling easily with those 10 books and the particular member data. Okay. And calling this easily, this particular API will validate whether the student is a valid or not. Okay. Similarly, lookup item. Okay, issue, check-in, check-out, renew, all of those APIs are called. So these APIs will basically look like this actually. If you see here, you can see this is how it looks here. Okay. We can, so by default, RFID APIs are included already in the Easylib. But when you try to get the RFID right, two things you want to make sure it's done. One is the particular vendor where whoever you are getting the RFID from, including, you know, we also supply the RFID. We are not manufacturers, but definitely we have the partnership. Okay. Those people need to have NCMIP compliance. So there are two things. One is the SIP2. SIP2 is a much older standard. Okay, I know some of the library software still use SIP2, but it's a very old one. NCIP is the latest one. So we directly follow the NCIP. As long as that particular RFID manufacturer is supporting the NCIP call, it's very easy to integrate into Easylib. Okay, already I think at least 10 customers are using our software along with the RFID. Some of them, Raichur Institute of Medical Sciences, we have got the Alwaz Institute of Engineering, St. Francis College in Bangalore, 3 I remember. Yeah, maybe a few more, quite a few others are using. I think MS Ramaya has got it, many more. So, yeah, that was about RFID. Please post additional questions you have got. Okay. So the next question was related to what is the difference between Easylib 8.4a version and the previous version and what new features have been added? Okay. This is a wonderful question actually, because you know, Easylib 8.4a cloud version. The hierarchy of how we release the software is Easylib 4.4. Till that time, it was a desktop version of the software. So the desktop version of the software expected it to be deployed on your machine. You take the daily backup. We provide the support whenever you call us, and all the data is residing in your place. You are also responsible for the health of the machine. Student access not provided. Maybe 1 or 2 machines you can keep in the library. But in the 8.4 version, because it's a cloud version, completely all the software, server, data backup, everything is done at Easylib. You will simply log in just like a gmail.com and use Easylib software. So that is the major advantage in 8.4, 6.4 onwards. Okay. If you're already using Easylib 6.4a, the difference between Easylib 6.4a and 8.4a is that 2 parts. Each of the module has got at least some 10 to 20% extra screens. Okay, say for example, Easylib 6.4 may not have this new catalog screen. Okay, so you have completely catalog screen redesigned one, which will give you ability to modify only the titles part, only the parts related to the rest of the copies. So that facility was not there in 6.4, which is in 8.4. Now, Easylib 6.4 all automatically had the mark integration. Even 8.4 also has a mark integration, no issues. But 8.4 also allows you to enter the data in the mark format directly. So that is another enhancement that's in Easylib. Okay, 8.4 versus 6.4. So let me see. There are many more. All this, for example, merge titles. Right? You have entered the data of, let's say, you have got one title, 10 copies. But during the data entry, you entered it as 10 titles, 10 copies. So it's one title, 10 copy instead of the 10 titles and then 10 copies have been entered. So there is a new screen in Easylib 8.4 which will help you to merge those titles. Say for example, in fact, it also does the search also. It will tell you, let me click on this, merge titles. Say Yearbook of Cardiology 2002. Okay, so there are 2 books over here. title is same, author is same, everything is same. But why did we enter as 3 copies? Maybe during the data entry error. Okay. So because of the data entry error, so you are able to see all those different those books entered as different titles. So now when you want to merge here, you can select those things. Okay. Then go and click on the merge titles. And it will ask you what is the master title also. Okay. So you have to put the master title because out of those so many of them, suppose the master title is this one. Okay. Then you can click on it, must, and then put the master title. It will merge all those 4-5 copies into one title. Okay, that's another advantage. So similar, it has for every module there are quite a few enhancements. That is one change. Second change is that even new tables are there, new modules are there. Say for example, sales desk, service desk, finance management. They were all not part of the 6.4. So now they're all part of this 8.4 and 7.2 Easy One. So for our branding purpose, we have defined a new name called Easy One because it's for the entire campus. But when you become 8.4 customers, you get entire Easy One also for you. So hope that answers the question. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Any other questions that you have got? Hope that answered the question. So I'm not sure. Okay, let's see here. Okay. All right. So any feedback that you have got, kindly post the feedbacks and then we look forward to having you in the future sessions. So let me unshare the screen. So yeah. If you have got more questions, kindly send a mail or approach us. We'll be happy to help you on the front. And as I said again, Easylib is definitely deploying and then getting started is just a 1 week's activity. And our pricing is also very simple, straightforward, all increasing pricing, nothing like, we don't come back and ask, okay, keep paying for this separate, nothing like that. So you just pay one price and then again you will pay only next year. So that's how it works. All right, thank you very much. Any other questions? Keep posting. Oh, there is one more. What strategies can libraries use within Easylib to negotiate with vendors when journals are consistently delayed or missing? Wonderful. That's a great question, actually. See, what happens is that one thing that you can do very effectively is that when the delays happen, you immediately want to send a message. Okay. Say, for example, if I go here, where is the share button here? So now in the periodical module, go to here and so you choose. When you think that certain periodicals are delayed, you simply go to the screen and put that particular periodical name or vendor name. Choose that particular vendor name. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, yes.
sir,
Yes,
your
go ahead.
screen is not visible.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, the way you can increase the frequency of reduce the errors or the delays in the receipt of the periodical is the moment something is delayed by more than, let's say, 2 or 3 days, you simply go to the screen, put this vendors, choose that particular vendor, take that HTML report, send an email saying that, dear vendor, this particular journals are delayed. Please apply immediately. One simple regular email can do all the wonders. Yeah, hope it answered the question. Okay. Regular communication is such method. Okay. Okay. All right. It's about, oh, wait a minute. There is one more question. No? Thank you very much for the detailed clarification of RFID and the difference of 6.4 8.4a. Thank you very much, and my pleasure. Look forward to having you as our customer. If you are there, that's well and good. Thank you for your support. If you are not there yet, customer, we will love to have you as our customer. So, yeah, look forward to interacting with you. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.